You know how I said the next time we were gonna see each other is on New Year's Day? Well, that was all a big trick, because here I am, 85 hours fasted, reporting live, or not live, but reporting from the fasting dimension. And I just came home from hanging out with a couple of friends, and as usual, I have something on my mind. And I've said this before on videos about fasting, that you always learn something new on fasts. And it's not always like something completely new, just a new layer of understanding of things. And so, okay, this happened. Hanging out with friends, one that has done some fasting, one who has not so much, and he said that, yeah, I imagine it must be very cleansing for the body. And I kind of realized it there and then, and I had been thinking about it the whole day, but so it fits so perfectly for me to say to him that yes, of course, it rinses out your body, autophagy, renewal of cells, all that. But it also just rinses out everything that's not necessary on a more spiritual level. I guess if you want to be one of those people, you could go and find biological explanations for everything. But in your personality, in your human experience, how you feel, it's not just that, oh, now you have a good gut, you don't have diarrhea or whatever. Oh, now your skin was ugly, now it looks nice. It's not that binary. Like you rinse out so much. Like I said from earlier videos on this fast, that I can feel awkward, like normally going around and filming, even just talking to the camera. Feeling a bit weird sitting like this talking to the camera, and if it's weird or not right now, that's not important. All the unnecessary little annoying thoughts, disturbances. Like, for real, if I just go outside in my neighborhood here and film myself talking, who would care, right? And this is not the only thing, it's just my example, because I'm doing this. It's, social in every way. This is a tough thing because it kind of ruins it, but you start doing nice things when no one's around. You don't do it to get cred. And now I'm telling you this, but like I just offered to help some random people move some stuff from their table so they could sit at the cafe where I was studying, because they came and kind of thought it was occupied, and I kind of had a lot of stuff, so maybe they thought other people were there. So I kind of got up and just said, yeah, whatever. You get the point. And now it's ruined because I told you. But yeah, sometimes in life you can feel you want to do stuff like that, because it's not a big hassle always. It's kind of nice just helping out and having a little exchange like that, getting a thanks. Always feels good, right? And when you're fasting, you don't care about those little anxieties. I guess I used to be so anxious and depressed. That's why in comparison now I don't really ever feel like nervous and uncomfortable. If something needs to be done, I do it. But when in this fasted state of mind, all of those, even if you think you are stress-free before you go on a fast, you can often discover that, maybe in my case I don't have high levels of stress or anything, but you can always scale off some layers there. And sitting here, it's kind of a drug high, to be honest, but it's in a good way, because drugs and everything, people separate things a little bit too much. Like, of course, it's different. It's bad. Most drugs will be bad for you to use, but it's still, chemicals in your brains, hormones, how you feel and act, and everything has to do with what's going on inside of you everywhere. So the fasted state of mind like this is, it's kind of a very good drug. You've seen the movie, also something I've said before, the movie Limitless. where a craft, like a super drug that gives you access to the whole brain. That's how they explain it basically in the movie. But fasting is a little bit like that, but it's more like, because in the movie it's of course like a superpower almost. They just pop this pill and become super smart and efficient. With fasting, it's just that you remove everything that's unnecessary, just throw it out. So, and I always realize, because it's easy when you find something that you really like that's brought a big change to your life. Like obviously, I make YouTube videos and stuff, but it's one thing, to put it out there, and the people who want to do the same, embrace it, try it out, let them come. But you can often get a little, is the word overzealous, like you pushy. You're not just presenting something, you're not just telling people about it, trying to convince them. And that's something I really know. I've learned about everything, that you can never really convince a person. You can lead a horse to water, but they have to drink it themselves. You can't force them to drink. I kind of lost my train of thought there for a bit. This is a strange thing, at least for me, with a ketosis and fasted state. Like, I think very, very clearly, but it's very straight ahead. It's very moving in one direction. So if something catches my attention, I might just switch focus to that completely, like that. But so that's why I think it's so great for, like today, I've been in this special mood, a little high, a little funny, jokey, near to laughter and smiling. But I've also been very efficient. Like, I cleaned my apartment for a bit, because that's one of my worst skills, I must admit. If we talk about discipline and stuff, like, if for nothing else, I should probably learn to keep this place straighter. But it's okay now, right? Yeah, I'm only gonna show it if it looks okay. Yeah, I got kind of keto again. But so I cleaned this place up pretty good. Then I went studying. Did that good. That's the thing. Studying is a perfect activity, because if you're just sitting there with your book, you have one easy thing to put your focus towards, and then if you get distracted by the phone or something for a minute at some point, it's right there again. Oh yeah, you just switch your focus back to that. Yeah. So where to round off this video? I'm so in the moment, just talking to you. Yeah, well, that was my day, basically. The cleaning up here. So this day was more chill than so this day wasn't as spectacular as the others, but yeah, I studied. I bought food for New Year's. I have very little room. I met some friends. The phone. So it's midnight now, and I can't really sleep because yeah. So it's New Year's Eve now, I guess. No, but it's a common problem on the longer fasts. Your hormones get so wired up, and also it doesn't help that I'm really looking forward to tomorrow, because I have fun plans. I know exactly what I'm gonna do for like the whole day, and obviously breaking the fast, but it's going to be epic. I'm gonna eat a lot. I had like 3 real days of Christmas feasting, and then I stretched out this fast to a little more than 4 days. So I have some catching up to do. Yes, so now I'm just walking here. Unfortunately, we don't have a really cold winter here. I guess we gotta listen to Greta. I guess global warming is getting us, but no, it's only like 8 degrees in the middle of the night. So yeah, apparently people out. I thought I was going to be alone in my nice little neighborhood here, but yeah, I'm just taking a little walk, trying to get cold. It's kind of windy now, so that's not pleasant but good for this purpose. Yeah, I don't really remember where I left off in the last video, but yeah, I said, I listened to a bit of it there before I started recording. I said something I talked about the fasting being kind of like a drug high. It can sound bad in a way, because I absolutely do not. This is not a hippie thing, you know. I mean, it's like, you know, you have different moods and different ways of feeling. You can have different levels of alertness depending on many factors, like how much sleep you get, how good your nutrition is, and all that. And I'm just saying that fasting, it puts you in a certain mood where everything is scaled off, everything unnecessary. You know, like I said, there were some people here, I don't really care. I just take another direction like more for their sake, to be honest, because, you know, people, it's weird for people when other people do things like this and, you know, are completely chill, just chilling. Yeah, one thing I wanted to get in before my camera ran out of memory. Happens too often, very annoying when it happens, but yeah, so I did those things, cleaned my apartment, I studied, I got a lot of food for New Year's. This is a funny thing, that would be hard during the first fast I did, you know, getting food. I didn't even think about eating it. And then went over to my friend's place, and he actually just ordered food from Gårdssällskapet. Det är svenskar som tittar. Gårdssällskapet, kolla upp dem. Det är alltså ekologiskt kött från små gårdar som man får levererat hem till dörren. 1200 för 10 kilo fint ekologiskt smågårdsproducerat nötkött, så kolla upp det. So basically my friend had a delivery, some very nice meat, a lot of meat, like over 10 kilos. And and he, of course, it looked very nice, and he ate it. And you know, I could see the beef. I can see how tasty it would be. But you know, I have this. I've never had much problems with food, you know. I had unhealthy habits, but it was mostly because of, you know, general depression. Like, food was never my drugs. I never had a big food addiction like that. Just, you know, eating too often, insulin resistant, like too many are today. But so when I've removed that, you know, it's so planned. I know how I'm gonna eat. It's not on the menu. Nothing's on the menu today. And tomorrow it's gonna be like 8,000 calories probably. Yeah, it's a good estimate. I had lots of nice meat and cheese and other stuff for tomorrow, so that's gonna be very nice. Let's see how this video ends up being, because, you know, wanna have some kind of red line, the Swinglish there, I think. Wanna have some kind of, you know, not this gibberish, you know. Better just end this video now. I think this is it for this bonus video that I wasn't gonna do, but I just had this very zen mindset, you know. So by this point, I've already told you to like and subscribe so many times that I'm sure you've already done it if you watched this far. Yeah, have a very nice New Year's Eve, everyone, and I'll return and tell you about mine and how the Christmas fast ended on next year. See you in 2020.